Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel, and today's video is going to be a review for eyeshadow palette that I got during the lockdown. It was a very impulsive shopping, you could say, and I liked it so much. I have created quite a few looks with it. If you want to check those out, you can check my Instagram page and you might follow me there as well. So this palette worked out really well for me, so I thought why not review it all together. And finally I worked out a way to get some clear audio on my medieval camera. So this is first of its kind and little longer than the usual ones I do, and a lot more chatty. So let's see how this palette fared. So if you want to know the details of the person I bought this from, I'll share her Instagram page link in my description box. You can contact her. She is a Kolkata based seller. I am not sure if she delivers all over India, but well, you can find it out if you talk to her. I got this palette for 1950 and there was a 50 rupee shipping charge as well. After I placed the order, I was like, okay, I should research this thing a bit before I actually buy it. But then what's the point of thinking about that when you already placed the order? Anyway, so that's how my brain worked. I placed the order and then I researched it, and apparently this is listed on Amazon and Flipkart as well, but for around 2100 to 2300. The price varies quite a lot. So I was getting this for 1950, which I felt is rather decent if I compare the price to the other sites. First I'll talk about the packaging of this palette. So it has a cardboard packaging, and it is like the name suggests, it's a tray format of packaging with one tray stacked over the other. And personally I'm not very fond of this kind of packaging. This is the first time handling this kind of packaging, and the first thing I noticed is if you are a bit clumsy, you might as well break one of the shadows just by rubbing the tray against each other. If I just swing one of the tray too hard and it just falls back, one of the shadows on the tray beneath it might just simply get shattered. So that was one of the thing I noticed. And yeah, I do have this tendency of doing these crazy things like swinging the tray without any reason. So that's a problem. And even if I'm not doing anything crazy and I just drop it by chance, which is again highly likely because of the design again, this tray might not survive a fall. It hasn't fallen from my hand thankfully till now, but I really dread what might happen if it falls down, and it will really break my heart because the shades are so pretty and I don't really have them in any other palette that I own, and I really don't want to break them. The cardboard packaging itself is an issue for me because it's cardboard. Like it looks pretty, but it's rather flimsy according to me. Like if I just want to carry this somewhere, like if I want to carry this in my travel bag, it might just open just like that. This magnetic flip, it has a magnetic closing here. So this magnetic closing is not very reliable. I don't think it is, because I've seen this, like I just threw it on the bed and the magnetic flip just opened like that. So I doubt how it will survive in a bag full of other things. The palette has 4 stacks, and I'll just show you. It has this. It's quite difficult to show on the camera because I'm really scared of just dropping it down somehow. Well, you get the idea. This is like how it works. There's one hinge around which all the trays swing, and there are 4 such trays, and each tray has I think 15 shades from the same color family with a couple of odd one outs, and there are total 60 shades in the palette. And there are every tray, what I noticed is that every tray has a pressed glitter, at least one pressed glitter. Well, at least 2 pressed glitter actually. I'm not a big fan of pressed glitters, but they are actually quite handy if you are going out for a really festive event or anything where you want want your eye makeup to pop up extra. So the first tray is a combination of greens, as you can see, and there's a yellow there, which I can understand why it's there, like yellow and green complement each other well, but I really don't get the purpose of the pink. But I suppose this pink will actually look good with the cooler tone greens if you are planning on a contrasted look. Next tray has a cluster of orange and yellows and warm tone rusty colors, and this is by far my favorite tray actually. And again, it has a couple of odd one outs, a peachy pink shade, which is not exactly an odd one out, but when you compare the other shades and then this one, it does stand out a bit because it's more cooler toned. And what I noticed that is this palette has some pretty peach and skin tones, like quite a lot of them, though they are quite light for the Indian skin tone. But if you are using a primer underneath, these colors definitely pop a lot. That's where I was going about the pigmentation, because eyeshadow palettes where the lightest shades are popping this much, so you can guess how well the other shades pop. So the third one is a blue tray, or rather a blue shade tray, and it has this very pretty transition nude color. It's a nude taupe brown, I guess. It's a warm taupe brown, and it's very good as a transition shade with almost any look you create on this palette. And I suppose this is the most versatile shade in this palette I have. And lastly, there's a tray of purple colors, and again this tray, the last tray has a few nude color like the golden one, and then there's the ones in the corner. Say this palette is more inclined towards pink, and it doesn't really have many browns. If you are thinking that this one is the brown, you're mistaken. It's not a brown actually. It's actually a very pretty burgundy red color, and it pops up really well with the other shades here. Even with the greens, I'll be creating a look with this shade and a few of the greens, and you can find that in my next video. In terms of the shade range, the thing that I noticed about this palette is it lacks a black, then there's maybe a chocolate brown, and maybe a gold based highlight shade, because most of the highlighting shades that are here are more pink or silver based, and gold based look better on the Indian skin, or rather on someone with a yellow toned or olive toned skin color. Now let's come to the most important part of this palette, which is the pigmentation, which is the main reason why I got the palette. So I'll just start with the greens. Usually the thing I have noticed is palettes which are not as much pigmented, the shades like yellow, this lemon green, those seem to be the least pigmented and the most chalky of the lot. So I'll just show this two first. So this is the green. As you can see, it's definitely not chalky, and it's definitely very pigmented. And next is this lemon yellow. So as you can see, the green and lemon yellow both are not as chalky. I'll say the yellow is slightly less pigmented than the green, but it still works fine on the eyelids, so I'm not going to complain. Just go for the this really pretty Turkish color and glittery satin finish shadow, and here. This is definitely way more pigmented, but if I think of this two and this, like for two matte green and yellow shade, this definitely worked well. So I'll just show how they fare on my skin. See. As you can see, obviously the yellow is the least pigmented of the lot. but then from my experience with eyeshadow palettes, yellows are mostly the least pigmented of the lot. You don't easily find a yellow that pops really well and is within your budget at the same time. Second tray has a yellow too, and this actually works better. I have used this shade a couple of times. In fact, this is the shade I am wearing right now in the inner corner of my eyes here. I'm not very good at this swatching thing, especially when I'm sitting on a tool and doing this. As you can see, this yellow is much more pigmented than this one, and this is a more warm toned yellow, which I really like because I find warm toned yellows to pop much better on my skin. The glitters are actually my least favorite because like they are a little more gritty than what I would like. I have used glitters from TS Cosmetics and those are actually really good for tiny 140 or 120 bucks spots. Those glitters are actually very good and smooth on the eyes. I find these glitters a little more gritty, and glitters are very difficult to take off no matter which brand you are getting it from. So I try to avoid them, but I'll swatch one of them. I'll just go for this blue here. So you can see it looks definitely very vibrant on the finger, but I have tried a glitter on, like I have tried the green glitter here. Yeah, this one. I tried this green glitter on my eyes for a look I created earlier, and this was constantly falling off and it was a little difficult to get it uniformly spread on the eyelids. It was getting patchy, so I'm not sure about how this will fare, but as you can see on the fingers, it's quite good. Honestly, the last tray is my least used. If you don't count this shade, I use this a lot, but as for the other shades, this tray is the least used. And I've also noticed some shades like this lavender color, and then there's this one. So these colors have a lot of fallout when you are trying to get the pigments on your brush. Lastly, if we consider our daily use, no one really uses so many so many bright greens or blues or violets on a daily basis. We always more like go for neutrals if we are going out to office or going out for any very random casual outings. I found this palette very useful for really festive makeup. This is really handy for cut crease and then for any festive look, or even if you are into makeup, like professionally into makeup or doing bridal looks or have work related to doing bridals, this palette is definitely a good choice. If you are looking for a quality eyeshadow palette which has all the shades you need and you don't really have any issue with trying out a brand which is relatively unknown and it's within a budget, like if your budget is within 2,000, then it's within a budget, then this one is actually a good option to try out. So if you like the video, do share and subscribe and leave your comments as feedbacks. That would be really nice. And I'll be sharing a few looks I created with this palette. I'll probably be doing a few Durga Puja looks that I have planned with this palette. So stay tuned. Until then, see you in the next video. Bye.